Good morning. Henning Pauli here. Yet again with my Starbucks cup. And let me tell you, because many people comment on it, this is not Starbucks coffee. I bought this off Amazon. It is a reusable cup that I like. I put my own coffee in it. Stop your yapping. So the thumbnail read, I don't bite, Marshall. It might have gotten you in here because it's about Marshall, and it will be in a sec. But the two are unrelated. It was a bit of clickbait. Sorry. So, let's get to the I don't bite and then the Marshall bit. Now, I have heard over the years, and also from industry contacts, that people are afraid of me. Why? I'm a nice guy. I wear silly shirts. Look at the dog. Look at the dog. So even Carlos Asensio, with 4 million subscribers, the guy is huge, apparently saw me at NAMM a few years ago, recognized me, and didn't dare to come over to talk to me. Carlos, you idiot. We're now best friends. Wow. But I hear from fans, you guys. Hey, I saw you at a trade show, but you were talking to someone and I didn't want to interrupt, which is, of course, polite. That's maybe different, but you can interrupt. Or I didn't dare to come over, or and then I find out later that they had a chance to, hang out with me. Maybe we grab a coffee, whatever. I am a totally average, normal person. Not like when Trump says I'm average. That's different. Okay. Sorry to get political, but that's just ridiculous. I'm one of you. No, he's not. Sorry about that. But no, I live in a normal street. I have a normal gorilla like everyone does. If you don't have a gorilla, why don't you have a gorilla yet? Get one. His name is Mark. So, it's him right up there. So, I'm a totally average guy, except that I make YouTube videos and I have a few more guitars than the average guy. That's because of the YouTube videos. But I don't bite. I'm not an asshole. I know I'm sometimes harsh on companies in my videos. Or I'm energetic and I'm loud. Okay, I get that. I get it. I'm loud. I'm trying to calm down. But anyone can walk up to me and just say hi. I don't bite. To companies, apparently, I heard that from some reps from companies, that companies are afraid of me. Maybe because they're afraid that because I'm honest. It's so funny that I'm being called a paid shill and you just pay to say this and you will lie in videos. When I have a reputation of being so harsh on products that companies are literally afraid of me. So the fans are saying I'm a paid shill, and the companies don't come to me because they're afraid, because I'm so not a paid shill. But to companies, I want to say, you don't have to be afraid of me. I don't dig into products and say it's shit. I literally don't do that. I criticize valid points only when they are not detrimental to sales. If it's something that I wish the product had, I wish it was $100 cheaper, I put it in its place in the current market and criticize a few things. Yeah. But if I have the feeling that my critique is so bad that it would literally trash the product, I'm never making the video. I don't do that. It goes right back to you. You don't pay me, which is stupid because I already invested time into it. But I've invested a lot of time into products that had to go back because I just don't feel that they're good enough. And I know you want to see those videos, but from a business point of view, I can't make those videos. You have to understand, I have to be tough in my videos and critique, but I can't be trashing stuff because then my channel is done. No company would ever send me anything ever again. And they're already afraid of me, apparently, because of my critiques. So the critiques have to be well worded. They have to be fair. If a product is so bad or so overpriced that I can't make a video, I won't make a video. There are a bunch of products that colleagues of mine have reviewed that you don't see on my channel because I told companies, oh, please don't get that away from me. I know you need to market it, I get it, but how much is that? Are you freaking kidding me? And if it's a good company, they respect that, they get it, they appreciate the warning that I would have to be very, very, very harsh on it and say, don't buy this. But why would they pay me to make a video where I say, don't buy this? They wouldn't. And I tell them this ahead of time so that we don't make the video. But, hey, Ibanez, no locking tuners? Ever? Okay, gets critiqued. Price points get critiqued. No kickbacks get critiqued. Flaws, everything. Everything is up for grabs. But in the end, it still has to have some redeeming value for you and maybe even personal issues. So to companies, you don't have to be afraid of me. We'll talk about the product, pros and cons, and we'll come to an agreement whether or not I make the video or not. You will not have say in what I say. You will not have say over, can you please leave that critique out? No, that's not how this works. This is my channel, this is my content, and I make it for the viewers. But you definitely don't have to be afraid of me. Getting some critique back from someone who literally has a shit ton of products on his desk every day. I have a pretty good feel of what is out because I have most of it. It's not a bad thing, okay? And I'm not an ass. I'm not trying to be an ass. And maybe I come across that way. But to companies, I'm not. I'm nice. Approach me. To fans, I don't bite. So I'll be at Guitar Summit, 26th to 28th, 27th to 29th, whatever. September Guitar Summit. If you see me, I would say, come over and give me a hug. With COVID and shit being around, maybe hugging 100 people is not the best idea. But come over and bump that fist or something. You know, let's rub bums. I don't know. But definitely don't look at me from afar. Then you're like, oh, I watch this guy's videos all the time. And then don't say hi. I make these videos for you. I want to meet you more than the people from the brands because I make the videos for you. Okay? I don't bite. From a Guitar Summit, come over. Someone said, buy a lot of candy, like little gummy bears and whatever, and every time someone comes over, you get some gummy bears. I don't know if I want to carry around that many gummy bears, but I might. I might talk to a company and see if they want to give me something that I can give you. So every time someone comes over, you get a little treat. Might happen, might not happen. Let's see if they're in. Could be cool. Worth a few bucks, so might be. But I mean, don't come over because you want free shit, okay? Because that might not happen. Now we get to Marshall. Have you seen my gorilla? His name is Mark. Hey, I just sit here on Sundays and talk, and someone watches it. It's weird. Icky insect. So, as we speak right now, right now, as you hear my words, I am in Milton Keynes, England, which is an hour and a half north of London. London town. I don't speak that language. Because of one of these rant videos. They're not rants. I just sit and talk. I made a video called Why Marshall's Gonna Fail. And it was just my observations of the industry, artist relations, their presentation of their people on LinkedIn, products, changing distribution, stuff the new CEO said. So let me catch you up. Marshall amps, the amplifiers we know and love, is now about 5% of their business. They were bought by the Swedish company who produces Marshall Bluetooth speakers, Marshall headphones, Marshall backpacks, shirts. I don't know what else they do. The backpacks are great, by the way. I use them when I travel. But that's the big business. And I made a video about that and criticized them very harshly based on some observations I had about their product development, that's non-existent, about the artist running away, which is true, about me trying to reach someone through LinkedIn and they refused my friend request or connect request. And what happened then was very interesting. I got a lot of feedback from the industry. People higher up in companies, not Marshall, coming to me and saying, you were so right, you should be a consultant. I shouldn't be, really not. I make silly penis jokes in silly sweaters on YouTube. I shouldn't be a consultant for this. So many people, again, respectable people that hold pretty good jobs in the industry, contacted me privately and said, you hit it all on the head, hit the nail on the head with this. We can't agree more, blah, blah, blah. So it was very nice to get that positive feedback. But it's easy for a competitor to congratulate me on my Why Marshall Will Fail video. But I was then contacted by a, let's say, senior R&D person. And that person said, oh, by the way, I agree with you 100%. That's Marshall R&D in-house. Can we have a talk? And then we chatted, and we had a phone call, and we exchanged messages. And she's awesome. And that's, wow. Okay, and then she said, well, why don't you come to the factory? We show you what we got cooking, and we pick your brain, and maybe we beat you up a little bit with wooden sticks. She didn't say that. I mean, it was a harsh video. Okay, I get it. I wouldn't fault them for wanting to beat me up a little bit. And then, independently, I got a message from the head of marketing who said, that was a little bit rough there, and he was not very happy about some of the words I picked, but couldn't necessarily disagree with a lot of what I said, given the fact that I cannot know certain things. Of course, he knows what the product development is. He knows what the direction is that they're going into. But he also agreed that I was right with a lot of things. So we had a 2-hour conversation, and then independently, he invited me to the factory to look at products and talk and whatever, which now spiraled into, I'll show up there at 8 in the morning, tomorrow, not from now, from when you're seeing this, and have a phone call, a video call with the CEO in Sweden, who's realistically, he's interested in the 95% of the company, the 95% that makes the money with Bluetooth speakers and shirts. But for that to keep making money, he needs to bring back the brilliance of the 5% of the company. He's not a guitar player, so he's a business guy. And I have an idea or two on what he could do. I collected questions from the YouTube creator guitar community to bring to them. So it's not just me asking and criticizing, it's others as well. And there were good questions. So they actually already have them, and they're preparing to present me with answers to those questions. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting day. I am someone, which I'm a bit afraid of, who doesn't I don't fold when Mr. Big Shot Money Man Marshall Group CEO, who sells Bluetooth speakers, is in front of me. Because not out of a lack of respect, but holding back on my opinion, my observations of the industry and products and all that stuff, it doesn't help them. So me being blunt and telling him what I think, first of all, I have no relationship with Marshall. None. None that I can ruin. Meaning, why would I be nice and soft? Doesn't help anyone. Telling the man directly what I think, where they are, and what they could do and who they should hire, that's just one guy's opinion. One tiny guy. I have a tiny YouTube channel, okay? I'm nobody. But if they want to listen for half an hour to nobody, that's fine. They get nobody's opinion. But I'm not the guy who's going to fold and, out of misplaced respect, not say what he needs to hear. I'll say what he needs to hear. I'll tell the R&D team what they need to hear. And when they show me stuff where they're like, whoa, this is actually, this is damn cool, I will tell them that. Okay, I'm not going to go in there with a misplaced self of importance. I don't have that. I'm not a big Marshall knower. I don't know the JTPMs from the blah blahs and that year was better than that year and they have the Chinese Transformers now versus I care about the thing that I play. If it sounds good, great. If they get a good artist for it, even better. They want to get into modeling. I'm going to try to advise them against that in the harshest form possible because it doesn't help them. I could elaborate on that in a sec if you want me to. Do you want me to? Nah. Maybe we'll talk about it later. So, no, let's do it now. CEO said they want to get into modeling. I think he's wrong about that. Because what I will pitch to him, and I think he knows this, I think it just needs to be reiterated. What he's interested in is keeping Marshall relevant on stages. Why? He needs Joe Public and Joanne Public to see the Marshall logo with their favorite bands and then buy a Marshall Bluetooth speaker because it's rock and roll. They need Joe Public and Joanne Public to wear a Marshall hoodie because it's cool. It'll only be cool if whatever new band that we don't even know yet exists, the newest star on the rock and metal, pop, whatever horizon comes up, when they play Marshall. And when they play Marshall publicly, so that Joe and Joanne Public can see it on stage, in ads, in music videos. Now, a floor modeler, like the Quad Cortex, the Helix, Fender Tonemaster, UA pedals, any of that, even an IRX tube-loaded thing from Friedman, any kind of floor pedal is absolutely counterproductive because it might bring the guitar players back to Marshall. Cool products will bring us back and we will buy them and use them incognito because they will be on the floor. They won't be seen by the public. They won't be seen in music videos. They won't be up on the stage. Things need to come up on the stage for Marshall again. And that's a problem for everyone now. That is happening less and less. Things are going down on the stage and back there in racks. So we need to come up with something that brings Marshall back up on the stage so that Joe and Joanne Public can see it publicly. Now, if we as guitar players flock back to them and they have, let's say, JCM 800 version of a two-powered, two notes loaded pedal, which would be super cool. I mean, that's what we want as guitar players. And you guys play this at home and on your desk and in sessions, that's all great. But that doesn't sell jackets. That doesn't sell backpacks and Bluetooth speakers and, I don't know, headphones and watches. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. Other watches, probably. So my appeal to the CEO will be, you need a product that is, it's very difficult, that is super appealing to new bands, that is convenient, like the modelers are, but somehow gets back up off the stage on a 112, 212, 412. 412 kind of defies convenience. So let's say vertical 212, get it high up and have the Marshall logo on there. A floor modeler, which would take a team of 100 people working for 2 years or whatever, I mean, it would take a big team, it would take millions in investment, is possibly, maybe, or maybe not, who needs a modeler for Marshall, bringing the guitar players back, but he doesn't want to sell to guitar players. I mean, yes, the Marshall fridge, we all want one. That's cool. But in the end, they want the big pie. They want the fans. Just selling to us isn't going to do it. Selling amps to us is 5% of the business. Selling jackets and refrigerators to us is going to be 2% of the business. So they want the big pie, which is getting to the audience. And getting to the audience means getting stuff off the stage. So that's a conversation we'll be having. I have an idea. I have a few ideas. I discussed with very good designers in the industry of what they think Marshall needs. So it's not just my idea. I discussed with other brands that they might be doing collabs with. Maybe or not. I don't know. What could happen? We'll see. But the point is, they invited me. They're paying for my flight. Thank you, Marshall. And after a very harsh video that critiqued them, that was just me rambling on with whatever little information I have, they invited me. And they said, we want to hear what you have to say. We want to show you what we got here. That already shows grace, size. It shows guts. It shows a biggest respect to Marshall. I would have never thought that that's something they want to do. So pretty damn cool. Apparently things are happening inside Marshall. However, we've heard things, JC at Gibson. We heard promises from new CEOs all the time. So I'm careful about that. But tomorrow, right now I'm in Milton Keynes. Tomorrow we go there. Today we're looking at the Sci-Fi Museum, where I'll be looking at Ludo from the Labyrinth movie, and also Marvin from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy original BBC television series. That's why I'm going. I want to see Marvin the Paranoid Android. And I'm taking Michiel Possinier. Hey, Michiel. We're going together. We also, last night, I think, went to the Cheese Barge. If you're in London, go to the Cheese Barge. It's a little boat where they serve cheese things. And the curry cheese curds are literally the best thing you've ever had in your life. We're going back on Monday for that as well. 2 times Cheese Barge. So to sum up this video that you sat through for some reason, I don't bite. If you see me anywhere, come up to me. I'm most of the time a pretty nice guy. I don't know why anyone would be afraid of me. I don't think I have an aura of superiority or bitiness, or I don't know, do I? I try to be, I'm nice. And Marshall invited me, I'm going there tomorrow, and obviously I will report whatever I am allowed to report back to you. I, of course, will be signing an NDA when it comes to any products in development. I cannot talk or hint at it, and I won't. I will not betray a company's trust, especially if they trust in me. But that's what's going on. Long-winded video about nothing. Love you guys. Thanks, Marshall, for the invite. I'm really excited. And animals at the end.